Sony fanboys, really? Sony is gonna save gaming. So, gaming will be saved tomorrow. Join us Thursday, of course, at the PlayStation Showcase. I believe it's actually currently going on. Or at specific time, so it'll be coming on free. But this is just so sad, Sony fanboys. Okay, so sad. Okay, do you want me to go through all of the issues of the PS5? Number 1, console issues. Number 2, censorship. Number 3, no games. Number 4, paid updates for older games, and now paid console updates as well. You have to pay money to Sony to update your PS5, but the PS5 is the greatest console. Like, I looked at the PlayStation Showcase, and all of the people were like, oh my god, Sony's the greatest ever. Sony's the bestest ever. It is because Sony fanboys are never going to be convinced that there's other consoles. They're never going to be convinced. Okay? Because they act like PlayStation is all there is. Sony fanboys act like Sony PS5 is all there is. Okay? There are 2 other choices, but they'll say, but Xbox has no games. Even though you don't have to pay to upgrade your Xbox One games to the Xbox Series X, you don't have to pay Microsoft money to play old games. Okay, what they'd pay you money to play 360 games on the Xbox One. And the best thing about Xbox Series X is you can play Xbox games, which is the first Xbox, and Xbox 360 games as well, not just Xbox One games. Meanwhile, Sony have to pay $10 for every game that you own that is upgradable. Okay? And of course, Sony fanboys are defending this decision like they always do. Okay? Hoping does strike with, of course, paid online, that all other companies will start doing this as well. Okay? Nobody wants this. Nobody wants that stuff, Sony. Okay, like, people criticize Nintendo for porting Wii U games, but Wii U, that console sold abysmally. Not many people got to play those games. So it makes sense Nintendo is re-releasing most of the games that they worked hard on creating for that system and releasing them. Okay? And yeah, sometimes Nintendo does release some remasters like Skyward Sword HD. But Skyward Sword HD, that game is considered, that game was also criticized in Japan. I don't know why they didn't just make a Zelda collection. And Nintendo was, of course, criticized multiple times in the past, but their games sell. Unlike Sony, that's putting old PS4 games and packaging them again for $70. And then you have to and to make your console backwards compatible. And then you have to pay money to use backwards compatibility for each game. It's ridiculous. Sony's not gonna save quote unquote save gaming, okay? Gaming is doomed, okay? Nobody buys indie games. The most popular games are sit games like Among Us and Fall Guys, okay? Most of the games that come out are glitchy or buggy, messes with empty open worlds, boring characters, terrible not graphics. The graphics don't matter, but empty worlds, glitches, terrible graphical bugs and glitches. Whereas, yes, bad graphics still do exist. They're called bugs and glitches. Cyberpunk 2077 has terrible... it's like that. Okay? No, all developers on the Inject, of course, wrote this into the games. And people are done with it. And, of course, pay-to-win models. And Sony is the worst of the free console developers. I don't care what you guys try to say. I don't care what you guys will say. Oh, but Last of Us is the bestest game ever. Okay? They're gonna say, but Sony makes amazing games. Yeah, I don't want to pay, say, $70 for a Spider-Man spinoff. I don't want to pay $10 to play Days Gone on my PS5 or, Ghost of Tsushima on my PS5. Nobody wants to pay $10, okay, to play a game, except for Sony fanboys, of course, who will do it out of a heartbeat, which is so sad. Goodbye.